In question 23, in a children's park, a heavy rod is pivoted at the center and is made to rotate about the pivot so that the rod always remain horizontal. Two kids are holding on to the rod near the ends and thus rotate with the rod. Now we need to find the force of friction exerted by the rod on one of the kids. So this is 23rd. So let the scenario be something like this. So one kid is over here. So on this kid there is weight, downward force, and there is also centrifugal force m omega square r. So the frictional force will be equal to the centrifugal force m omega square r. Frictional force like this. So we will have 15 1.5 and omega square can be 2 pi over r. Okay, so 2 pi over r is this. So from here you will find that it will come out to be 10 pi square. So this will be the frictional force. In question 24, a hemispherical ball of radius r is rotated about its axis of symmetry. Now find the range of the angular speed for which the block will not slip. So this is 24. So let's draw the free body diagram. So one object like this. So obviously this will be the weight, reaction force, then centrifugal force. Here also centrifugal force, weight, reaction force, here frictional force, and here the frictional force. Now obviously this is theta, so this will be mg cos theta, mg sin theta. Similarly here also mg cos theta and mg sin theta. Now this component also has to be, this is theta, so m omega 1 square cos theta. This will be m omega 1 square r sin theta. Similarly in this also m omega m omega 2 square r into cos theta and m omega 2 square r sin theta. So once you use all these equations, all these diagrams and everything, so you will find that r1 mg cos theta minus m omega 1 square r sin theta into sin theta equal to 0. Remember r is equal to r sin theta, so at the place of r we are using r sin theta. So ultimately this is one equation that we have, and another equation is mu r1 mg sin theta minus m omega 1 square r sin theta cos theta equal to 0. So these two equations are there. When you try to solve this, you will find omega 1 equal to g sin theta plus mu cos theta over r sin theta cos theta minus mu sin theta. to the power 1 by 2. And similarly for the second scenario, omega 2 will come out to be g sin theta minus mu cos theta over r sin theta cos theta plus mu sin theta to the power 1 by 2. In question 25, a particle is projected with some speed u. Now what is the radius of the circle, and this radius is called radius of curvature of the curve at that point. So 25th, so like this, projected like this. So u sin theta, obviously this is u and this is theta, so this will be u cos theta. At this point mg u dash cos theta mv square over r. So at the highest point velocity, the vertical component of the velocity is 0. Vertical component of velocity is 0 at the highest point, and horizontal component is u cos theta. Or u dash cos theta. So ultimately the centrifugal force will be mv square over r, so it will become m u square cos square theta over r, because v is only this factor. So from that mg equal to mv square over r, so r will come out to be u dash square cos square theta over g. In question 26, we need to find the radius of curvature of parabola traced out by projectile in previous problem at a point where the particle velocity makes angle theta by 2 with the horizon. 26th. So when this is the scenario that we are having, so v cos theta by 2 equal to omega cos theta, so v equal to u cos theta over cos theta over 2. So mg cos theta over 2 equal to mv square over r, so r will be v square over g cos theta over 2. Now putting the value u square cos square theta g cos cube theta over 2. In question 27, a block is there of mass m on a horizontal circle against a wall of a cylindrical room of radius r. As a function of speed v, write normal force by the wall on the block, frictional force by the wall, the tangential acceleration, and we need to integrate the tangential acceleration to obtain the speed of the block after one revolution. So this is 27th. So let's say this is the cylinder, radius r, and from the side the block will have something like this: mu mv square over r, mv square over r, normal force. So a normal reaction, obviously normal reaction is mv square over r due to the centrifugal force. Then frictional force by the wall will be mu r, which will be mu mv square over r, mu n, which will be mv square over r, and mv square over r equal to ma. So acceleration will come out to be, this will be plus ma equal to 0. So from here acceleration will come out to be minus mu m v square over r d acceleration. Then d, so dv over dt, it will be v dv over ds minus mu omega v square over r. So ds will be minus r over mu dv over v. So s will be minus r over mu, it will be ln v plus c. So at s equal to 0, v equal to v naught. So c will come out to be 0 equal to minus r mu ln v naught plus c. So c will be r mu ln v naught. So s will finally be minus r mu ln v over v naught, or ln v minus r over mu ln v naught. So using the logarithmic principle, we can write it like this. So ultimately v over v naught equal to e minus mu s over r. So one rotation 2 pi r. So v equal to v naught e to the power minus 2 pi mu. In question 28, a table with smooth horizontal surface is fixed in a cabin that rotates with some uniform angular velocity omega in a circular path of radius r. Now a small particle is kept at point A in the groove and released to move along AB. We need to find time taken by the particle to reach the point B. So the cabin has some angular velocity. So you can easily draw the diagram for A and B. This will be theta and mv square over r. You can also write it m omega square r. So this will be m omega square r cos theta, and the resultant force m है. So m omega square r cos theta equal to f, or you can also write ma. So acceleration comes out to be this much. Now length of the groove is L. So L equal to ut plus half at square. So initial velocity is 0, so only half. A is r omega square cos theta into t square. So from here t will come out to be 2L r omega square cos theta. This will be the time period. In question 29, a car is moving at some speed is taking a turn on circular road. Now we need to find normal contact force exerted by the plate on block. Plate is slowly turned so that angle between the normal to the plate and the radius of the road slowly increase. So we need to find the angle at which the block will just start sliding on the plate. This is the diagram. (20) 29. Now A part. So normal contact force exerted by plate will be mv square over r, centrifugal force. So 0.1 into 100 over 50, 0.2 Newton. Then plate is turned so that angle between them is slowly increase. So again now here m will be mv square over r into cos theta. So and another equation with frictional force will be this, mv square over r sin theta. These two equations will be there. So by these two equations you can find that mu will be tan theta and theta will be tan inverse mu. So theta will come out to be tan inverse 0.58, so it will be around 30 degrees. In question 30, a table with smooth horizontal surface is placed. Now we need to find the magnitude of the initial acceleration of the masses as seen from the cabin and the tension in the string. So this is answer 30, solution 30. So let's draw the free body diagram for both the objects. So m omega square r, for this 2m omega square r because its mass is twice. Then also in this direction ma is also there, tension T and 2ma this side in this one. Okay, so by these equations you can easily find the answer. One is this, one is this. So by these two equations acceleration will come out to be m omega square r over 3, and by that you can find tension will be 4 by 3 m omega square r.